Hello, new and returning stylists. This is your new stylist orientation. So if you are new, if you are returning to the business, or if you are just looking for a refresher, or if you are here supporting a new and returning stylist, you are in the right place. So go ahead and comment if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, and tag whoever needs a tag. If you are here supporting a new recruit, then go ahead and tag that person. And if you are the new person, go ahead and tag your recruiter or your leader so that everybody can be together in the one place doing the job here. So welcome to Park Lane. Welcome to Team Shine On, which is, of course, our organization. So my name is Michelle Zito. I am your company vice president. I've been with Park Lane for 9 years and in direct sales as a whole for 23 years. My job here is to train you and to support you and to help you to have a super successful business here at Park Lane. So feel free to shoot me a friend request on Facebook. I love to get to know everyone. And this Facebook group, Team Shine On, that you are watching this on, is going to be a place where you will receive lots of support and training, notifications about events, all kinds of things. So make sure that your notifications for this Facebook group are turned to all so that you don't miss anything important. So I'm so thrilled to welcome you to our team. Please know I do this every Tuesday night. The reason that is so important for you to know is that when you have a new person joining your team, you don't have to stress about how are they going to learn, how are they going to get started. They're going to come next Tuesday to this exact same training. So it's important that every new stylist starts with the same base of information and gets to see the overview that I'm going to show you all tonight. So what we're going to take a look at tonight is our Rich Rewards program. That's the program that allows us all to earn up to $1,100 worth of free jewelry every single month. And we're going to talk about how to best introduce your friends and family to Park Lane. We're going to talk about how to make every party successful, including your launch party. If you already had your launch party, you're going to get some ideas of things you can do for a second launch party if you'd like to do that. And we're also going to share some words and resources with you as you're getting started here in your business. So let's get started. You need a piece of paper and a pen. There's a couple of things you're going to want to jot down. And then there are times where, of course, you're just going to see the resource, which you'll practice with later. So Park Lane is super generous to us. They know that we're always wanting to add more free jewelry to our kit. And that's why they have for us the Rich Rewards program. We are able to earn anywhere from $250 to $1,100 in just the standard program every single month. There's other ways to earn free jewelry as well, but we're going to focus strictly on the Rich Rewards tonight. Now, this is, of course, in addition to the fact that we are paid weekly and have lots of other incentives. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick screen share here so that we can take a look at the Rich Rewards program. So if you are just now jumping on, go ahead and comment if you are watching live, if you are watching the replay, and tag your leader, your downline, whoever needs to be tagged. Okay, let's take a look at our May Style Boss News. The Style Boss News is when you are assigned into the field interface in the back office. You go to the Style Boss News is really the first thing that you can click. So here we are at the Rich Rewards Club program. So let's take a look at level 1. So level 1 is submit personal sales of $1,000 net and non, that's the N plus N, within the first 2 commission dates of a calendar month, and you're rewarded with $250 worth of jewelry of your choice. Now, there's a lot of like company jargon in there, so I'm going to stop the screen share so that we can explain each part of what that means. Okay, so the first part says submit personal sales of $1,000 N plus N, net and non. So I'm going to stop this screen share for a second so that we can talk about net and non. Because if there's one thing it's really important to understand, it's how you're getting paid and then earning your incentives, right? So N plus N, you'll see that in a lot of different material, but you'll also hear us say net non, or it has to be net. So let's talk about what that means. So you may be too new to have taken a customer order yet, but I'm guessing many of you have placed a customer order and will know what I'm talking about from there. So let's talk about the basic customer order with the basic customer sale, right? So the base model of our customer sale is buy 2 pieces at regular price. Those 2 pieces are your lowest 2 pieces. Then you get as many as 4 more pieces at half price. Those pieces can be any price at all. Okay, so that's part 1 of the sale. So many times customers take a pair of whisper earrings that are $26 for their first low price piece and a pair of Moana earrings as their second low price piece. Both of these would be the 2 low price pieces on many orders. The 2 low price pieces are net. Net means that your commission on Fridays is based on net sales. So you would make your probably 30%. Many of you are starting as fashion directors or stylists. That's where you start at 30% commission. So whatever commission you earn, you get that on the 26 and the 26, 2 low price pieces. Okay, next, the customer is entitled to 4 pieces at half price. Those pieces can be any price at all. So let's say then that the customer wants a lifestyle bracelet. The lifestyle bracelet is $46, I want to say. Now it's only $23. Maybe your customer wants marshmallow bracelet. This is normally $80. Instead, it's going to be $40. So on and so forth. Okay. Now, those half price pieces are also net. So if your customer adds on another $120 worth of jewelry in half price pieces, that would have been $440. Well, now that's also net. So you get paid in commission on the low price pieces and the half price pieces. Okay, now part 2 of the normal sale is that when a customer spends $90 or more, that's of course when we add together the low price piece to the half price pieces, if that adds up to $90 or more, not only does the customer get free shipping, but they are entitled to a bonus item. The bonus item is a piece of jewelry valued as high as $200 that they get to put on their order for only $30. So if your customer loves the CC necklace, this is normally $200, but with a $90 purchase, it's only $30. Now, it can be that they just purchased something that is 90 something dollars, right? So if your customer loves the Tegan earrings, these earrings are $92. Sometimes people say, oh, I just want a pair in gold and a pair in silver. If that's what they want and they don't want to do any additional pieces, they can take 1 pair of these earrings for $92. And then the second pair would be the $30 pair, right? Because they're spending $90 and then getting a bonus item. So the bonus items, that $30 bonus item is non-commissionable. So what that means is that $30 counts towards any of your contests like Rich Rewards, like earning a trip, working on a Mercedes. If there's any other special incentives we're working on, it counts for that, but it's not part of your actual paycheck. Okay, so let's talk about some other types of orders, right? So another thing we have are the style drops, right? How many of you, go ahead and put a comment style drop if at some point you have purchased a special style drop. So maybe It can be a special color impression bracelet, right? We've had things like special color impression bracelets. We've had special limited edition honeycomb bracelets, right? These types of things are typically $30 with a $40 purchase, or they're $35 with a $40 purchase, or they're $40 with, there's a special price with a $40 purchase, typically a $40 purchase. So now what do we have? Now what we have is a customer that's going to purchase a Rika bracelet, let's say. The Rika bracelet is $44. If they purchase a Rika bracelet, they can now make the special style drop purchase, which can be any kind of limited edition, special edition, anything, whether it's an impression bracelet, whether it's just a completely unique piece of jewelry, whether it's a special honeycomb bracelet for the special price. So the way that breaks down is the $40 that they're spending on the regular price piece, or on the the regular line piece, that's going to be net. So in this case, the Rika bracelet is net, and then that special color impression bracelet that they're getting, limited edition, is non. So it would be the 44 plus the 35, right? So your whole order is about 80 net and non. You're getting paid $44 in commission, and then the whole rest of the order together makes how many credit you get towards contests and stuff. So is that clear, net versus non? Because I want to make sure that what part of you is going to be on your paycheck. Now there's a third category, and that is our Sparkle boxes. So go ahead and comment Sparkle box if you are already a Sparkle box subscriber. Sparkle boxes are a special category. So Sparkle boxes, of course, are our monthly subscription. There's the standard subscription and there is the premium. So the standard is where the customer receives one piece of jewelry valued up to $24, valued up to $80 for $24 a month. So it comes in this exclusive box, and that is going to be $24 a month. So it is amazing to have Sparkle Box subscribers, because these run on the first of the month. And if you had 10 Sparkle Box subscribers standard on the first of the month, you'd have $240 in sales right away without having to lift a finger, because they are automated every single month. So Sparkle boxes are non in terms of your pay, your regular commission. So we don't get our standard 30 or 35 or whatever percentage commission that you're at. It does count towards your contests. So again, it's going to count towards your rich rewards and everything else. And it does count for bonuses and promotions as you're moving forward. So eventually you're going to be working toward, let's say, an area level promotion where you and your team selling 5,000 together with the number of recruits, you get a raise. That 5,000 can include Sparkle boxes, even though you're going to read it says that it has to be net. But when it comes to promotions in level and things like that, then the Sparkle boxes count as net. So $24 a month gets you one piece, up to $80 for $24. The premium comes in this box. It comes with the standard piece as well as a second coordinating piece. That one's only $39 a month, and that's valued at $160. Each piece is valued up to $80. So it's only $15 more for the premium than it is for the standard. Once you point that out, most people will do the premium. I recommend you do the premium, because then the minute it arrives, you can do Facebook Lives, showing the pieces, encouraging your customers to subscribe. You can show it in your parties, encourage those people to subscribe. And you can really build your customer base with these, because what a Sparkle Box allows you to do is have a base of repeat customers where every single month they are looking forward to that first week of the month. They're tagging you in posts, you're tagging them in posts. I can't wait for the piece to come. It becomes like your little group of groupies, a big group of groupies. And then they get so excited when it comes. We get to style it for them with some ideas of what things would go with it. And if you do this religiously every single month in your VIP group and you do it in your parties, you'll get a few new subscribers every single month and have so much extra sales volume every month when those Sparkle Boxes run. So when someone starts up a new Sparkle Box subscription, and this would include if you're going to start one right now, in that case, the Sparkle Box, the credit card runs for the amount, the 24 or the 39 on that day. So it would run right now. The one that you're subscribing for that month will go out at that point right away. And then moving forward on, let's say, June 1st, the card would run again, and then they'd be on the 1st of every month moving forward. Does that make sense? Go ahead and comment subscribe if you need to start your subscription, and you're going to do that now because you want to subscribe from your own self so that you're getting the sales credit on your own Sparkle Box. So all you do is go to your website, your own website, and click order Sparkle Box, and then you'll have this on the way to you right away. Okay, does that net and non make sense? What you're going to notice, what you probably noticed as I was describing what is net, what is non, is that, do you see how the desire to get a bonus item, whether that bonus item is the CC necklace or an impression bracelet, people take impression bracelets as their bonus item, the standard color ones. The desire to get a high-end piece for $30 is why they spend the $90. So the desire for the bonus item, which is the non-commissionable piece, drives your net sales. And the same is true when these special pieces come out. People will spend $40 in order to get the special piece, especially as you build up those with an impression obsession. Unless that's you and you already know this to be true, right? If you have an impression obsession, you may have been that person already, right? You've been buying the special colors from your stylist all along. Now that stylist is your recruiter, and you're going to build up your customer base of those people. All right, so that's net and non. So it was sell 1,000, N plus N, net and non, in the first 2 commission weeks of the month. Then you earn the $250 shopping spree. So now what we need to talk about is, what does the first 2 commission weeks of the month mean? Because it's really important that you understand the pay weeks so that you don't miss out on either pay or incentives. So let's take a look at a calendar. If you're able to, like if you're watching on your computer and you have your phone nearby, go ahead and open up your phone to a calendar. If you have a regular paper calendar nearby, that works too. So Park Lane's pay week runs Thursday to Wednesday. So whatever sales you put in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's your pay week. That's what you're going to be whatever contests are happening for that week, whatever incentives, whatever, pay things you're working towards. That's the pay week, Thursday to Wednesday. Then on Friday, so now the pay week ends Wednesday. Thursday, we do all kinds of fun recognition. I do raffles and prizes and all kinds of fun stuff. Then on Friday is the day that you go into your back office, you click the commission drop down, and you can see what your paycheck is for that week. The money will be available direct deposit that coming Tuesday. So we all got money in our accounts today if we put in business last week, right? Because this live is on a Tuesday. Okay, so the calendar day. So that means that the last Wednesday of any given month, is the last day of the month in Park Lane World. Even if there are days in that month after the Wednesday. So let's take a look. What is the last Wednesday in May? Okay, go ahead and scroll on down or look at your calendar. And what you'll see is that the last Wednesday in May is one of the few times that it is normal. The last Wednesday in May is also the last normal day in May, May 31st. So this happens to be one of those months that there are 5 Wednesdays. It's a long month, which means you get an extra week to earn all the things we're about to talk about. So May 31st is the last day in May. So we know when it ends. When did May begin? Because that means that April ended on the last Wednesday in April. So what was the last Wednesday in April? Apparently, it was April 26th. So looking at April 26th, that was when April ended. So that means that shows that we put in on April 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, along with May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, that's what makes up May week 1. And then May pay week 2, and the 3rd. So May week 2 is May 4th to the 10th. So in order to earn Rich Rewards level 1, if you put in 1,000 net and non between April 27th and May 10th, we earn $250 worth of jewelry of our choice. So that means that pay week 1 is the 27th to the 3rd. Pay week 2 is the 4th to the 10th. Pay week 3 is the 11th to the 17th. Pay week 4, the 18th to the 24th. And pay week 5 is the 25th to the 31st. Most months only have 4. You're getting a 5th. We all get a 5th bonus week for the month of May. Okay, so now let's go back to the Rich Rewards screen share. I know that that was a lot of explanation just for 1 week, for one level, but it's important to know what is net and non. It's important to know when's the pay week, how are you getting paid, all of these things, right? Did you all like hashtag money in the comments if that's why you came here to make money? I want to make sure that you know how and when you're making your money. So I'm going to go back to the screen share now so that we can finish this up. So now, level 1, submit personal sales of 1,000 net and non. In the first 2 weeks of the calendar month, you're rewarded with $250 worth of jewelry of your choice. All right, let's move on. Level 2, submit personal sales of 2,500 net and non. In the whole month, the whole Park Lane calendar months, which in this case, again, April 27th to May 31st, 5 weeks, then you get that month's designer jewelry. So we get to earn a piece every single month. So here, right here is where we see what it is. So this piece is called Bejeweled. This beautiful, sleek statement piece is finished in soft yellow gold, adorned in a floating, radiant cut royal tone crystals. Perfect for layering, with versatility being a 3-in-1 style necklace. That means that each of these come apart. So this is going to be a fantastic piece to have, and it will be yours free when you submit 2,500 over the entire month of May. That's why we love 5-week months, everybody, because you get an extra week to achieve this. All right, and now let's look at level 3. Submit personal sales of 4,000 a month, and you get another $300 worth of jewelry of your choice. Now, to be clear, these are accumulative. So if you do the 1,000 in the first 2 weeks, it's only another 1,000 to get to level 2, and then another 1,500 to get to level 3. Now, if you miss level 1 because you just didn't have it, or you didn't even work here in the first 2 weeks of a month, well, then guess what? You can still go on to earn levels 2 and 3, okay? Now, that's the sales levels. That was $550 worth of jewelry that you can choose, plus value of this designer piece, and they're already telling us it's going to retail at $134. So that's going to be a great bonus item when it comes out. All right, now there's also team building levels. When you have 2 recruits join your team that start in the month and go on to qualify in their first week with $4,000 in sales, you get another $300 worth of jewelry. And in a month that you have 4, you get yet another $300. So that would be $600 in team building jewelry. So now you're starting to understand why we are able to have so many great giveaways in our groups, how we're able to have so much new jewelry to show, that we're able to give away, booking incentives, all of these things. Because if you're smart, you're going to make sure that you earn at least some of these levels every single month so that you're adding jewelry to your kit for free. Does that sound good? What Rich Rewards level appeals to you for the month of May? Are you going to get level 1, level 2, level 3, the recruiting levels? Go ahead and put into the comments which levels of Rich Rewards you are going to be earning this month, or that you have earned already this month. So go ahead and put that into the comments. And let's continue on now, because do you want to make money? Do you want to have a successful business? Do you want to earn a lot of free jewelry? Let's talk about how we're going to get your business kicked off. So let's jot down a couple of numbers. Okay. First, go ahead and write down 12 to 15 average orders. 12 to 15 average orders. Then write down $1,000 in sales. $1,000 in sales. Okay, then write down $300 in commission. $300 in commission. So, what do these numbers mean? You probably figured it out already, but when there is a party, it can be your launch party, it can be any party that you do. When you do a show that has 12 to 15 average orders on it, and that's being like super generous. If you have 12 to 15, it's really going to be probably way more than 1,000, but 12 to 15, we'll call it, right? 12 to 15 people with a neck. Hostesses that you have for parties with know 12 to 15 people with a neck, with some ears, with some wrists, right? That's going to yield you at least $1,000 worth of customer orders, which is then going to give you about $300 in commission. Does that sound good? Now, if it does, then let's talk about how we're going to make that happen, because having a successful launch party is a great first step to all of this, right? Now, your leader is probably doing that show for you or already has, but because what we're trying to do is start your business off strong and making sure that you have business that's going to extend beyond your family and friends, get you some of those bookings, find you some people that may even want to join your team right away, right? So things that you can do to maximize. Number 1, you are allowed to have, you could jot these things down. You're allowed to have more than one launch party. In fact, you're allowed to put in unlimited numbers of shows in your own name. Okay, so your second launch party can be, if you didn't do your launch party yet, you can do 2 launch parties, meaning that maybe your first launch party is on Facebook Live on Sunday night. Your second one is in person at your home sometime that week, where people are going to come over and look at the jewelry. Maybe you're doing one show at 3 p.m. and another show at 7 o'clock at night. Maybe you already did your first launch party, but you know full well that not everybody that you invited came or ordered, or you've thought of other people that would like to perhaps attend or make a purchase. Set up a second one, whether it's online, in person, or both. There's no limit. And remember, once at all times, really, you should have a show open in your own name, set up in your back office. Because when, and it is when, because it happens a lot, When a style drop comes out of a new impression bracelet color, of a honeycomb, of a baby signature, of a bracelet that is, a mom bracelet, whatever it is, people want to order that. If you have them order on this party that you have set up in your own name, you're accumulating those hostess benefits. And then you can choose what to do with all of that free jewelry and with all of that discounted jewelry. You can raffle it off to everybody among everybody that placed an order. So if you have 10 people place an order, you just accumulated $400 in credit. You could raffle off 4 $100 shopping sprees. You could raffle off a $200 shopping spree and keep 200 to add a few things to your kit. You can raffle off the opportunity for the bonus item. You can get to decide what you want to do with that. So definitely keep a show in your own name open for all of those, what I call loose orders that just come to you that from people that are not necessarily invited to a party, but they saw something that, you advertised in your Facebook stories, that you put on Instagram, that you were wearing at the barbecue, that you were wearing in a Facebook Live. All of these things are things that will generate you business, and you can put those orders on a host order. Now, there's 2 important videos that there's more than 2, but in the guides here in our Team Shine On group, which I'm going to show you at the end of this, there are a couple of different videos that are really important for you to take a look at. One of them is how to explain the sale, because when you explain the value of the sale, then people will want to spend the $90 to get the bonus item. People want to take advantage of maximizing those half price items, etc. When you do a show, it's important you understand the sale. When you take orders, you need to be able to explain the sale. So we have a video for you that you can watch as many times as it takes for those words to come naturally to you, right? The second one that you really want to familiarize yourself with is the host credit, the hostess benefits plan, so that you understand that when a show has 10 orders on it, that hostess gets double free credit. So instead of getting $20 in credit per order, they get $40 in credit per order. That applies to every show, including your launch party, including any party you put in your own name. So if you on your launch party have at least 10 people order, that's $400 in jewelry for you, because you're the hostess of your launch party. You're getting the host bonus special of the $30 piece up to $200, right? You can take advantage of half price items and be paid on them. So that 10 order thing is amazing. You want to make sure that you watch that one a bunch of times so that you can explain these things clearly. Again, I'm going to show you where these are along with all the other things in the guides. Okay, so you're allowed to have multiple launch parties. The inviting. Always invite lots of ways. This is for you and for you to communicate to hostesses that you can't only do a Facebook event and then just click the invite button, right? Because if you put that Facebook group together, whether it's for you or a hostess, and all that is done is the invite button is clicked and a bunch of names get selected, number one, if they pick too many, or if you pick too many, that can land you in Facebook jail because it's viewed as spammy. But also, a lot of people don't see those types of notifications. There needs to be a personal message that gets sent. Hey, I'm having a Park Lane jewelry party. I love the jewelry, and I think you will too. When your launch is done, your recruiter will provide those words so that you know how to provide it to your hostesses moving forward, where you're giving them the link to the group to click to get in and all of that, right? So that's all going to be provided to you so that you can then provide it to hostesses moving forward. Texting that out and Facebook messengering it are also two different things. Some people don't check Facebook Messenger on their phone, but they do check their texting, right? If your party's in person, then it's important to text out an invite, but it's great to call. It's great to have a Facebook party group that will also remind people to come to your house, right? So the more points of contact, the more ability that you have to remind people about it, the better the attendance and the ordering is going to be. And also, of course, what we're wanting to do is fill your calendar with shows so that you can get practice in your new job, so that you can start to be comfortable, so that you get that weekly commission check, and so that you earn a lot of great rich rewards. All right, so um let's talk about getting you a raise. All right, how many of you would love a raise? I know you're brand new, and how crazy is it that Parkland is willing to give us all a raise, right? Brand new people, you can get a raise. Here's how. When one person joins you in this business, and it's likely to be a friend or family member, most people's first recruit is somebody they already know. And people who start a business or who join the business with somebody they know, both of you do better statistically. So if you're brand new right now and your cousin, your sister, your neighbor, your friend, your college roommate joins with you, statistically, you will both do better because you have that extra support, someone to talk about it with, some accountability. And it's so much more fun when you start with a friend. So with that, start your wheels turning. Who can you think of, right? Now, here's how it works. When that one person joins you in the business, your recruiter will help you do that person's launch party, or we'll just do the launch party, same as they did for you. Now, that person becomes your team member. And when they have 1,000 in their first 5 weeks, but it's likely to be done at the launch, same as we try to do with you, right? Same as we try to do with you. You get to bump up to branch director, which gives you a 5% raise on your personal sales. So instead of when you do a $600 party, let's say today, that paycheck would be $180, right? Which is super amazing for sitting in the chair like I'm in right now and showing the jewelry for 30 minutes, right? But as a branch, that same paycheck would have been $210. And not just $210 one time, right? Every time, every party, you're getting that 5% more, that extra $30 in paycheck. That's pretty awesome, right? So the way that we really try to help expedite this for you is every single Monday night, we have what's called the free jewelry call. It's a Zoom and or a live stream that people can join every single Monday night at 7 Eastern, so whatever time that is for you. And you simply invite anyone who might even be a little interested in either hearing more about the jewelry or just entice them with that. Somebody that comes on wins a free piece of jewelry. And just get into that habit of inviting guests at your parties, hostesses, friends, family, every single week. Because they come onto this call. It's typically with Mary Grace Lewandowski, our upline. The cast of characters and the delivery can change, but the event is the same. And when they hear the information, very often they want to book a decider show where they're going to decide if they want to join. And when that show is successful, they do. In fact, go ahead and comment free necklace call if you joined a free necklace call and are here because of that. Because I know that that's going to apply to quite a few of you. So with that, we help you start to build, because once that first person joins and you go to 35%, next stop is to get to 40%, along with a 10% override on your team. Here's the thing. I feel like my job as your leader, and I know that all the leaders in between, perhaps you and me, right? Because some of you are like maybe direct to me if you're my personal recruit. And then some of you might have other leaders in between, right? We see it as our job to show you what's possible, right? What is possible in your business. And you might not even know what's possible, which is why it's our job to share it with you. You know, when I was getting started in this business 23 years ago, which was with a different company at the time, I was not with Park Lane First. I needed $600 a month to pay the Cobra for our health insurance. Okay. That's what we needed so that I could continue to be a teacher on maternity leave. That's what the situation was. I had a 6-month-old baby. Summer was coming, and I wanted to still stay home in September. And my husband had said, well, the Cobra costs us $600 a month. So if you can do something part-time that will pay the 600, that would be great. I had hosted a home party about a year and a half before this discussion, and the girl told me that she made $200 at my house. So I was like, okay, so if that's the case, I can get a kit. And if I do 3 parties a month, I'll have the $600. So that's what I did. I bought a kit. And in June of 2000, I did 3 parties. I made $604.62. My husband and I were like, oh my gosh. So that's just how it works. Whatever amount of money you need, you can then estimate how many shows that you need in order to make that happen. So I said, well, since it was kind of easy to make $600, why don't I try to make $1,000? I'll do 2 more shows next month. So I made extra calls. I booked some shows from the shows that I did. I did 6 shows the next month. I made $1,000. And I was like, oh my gosh. The month after that, somebody wanted to join with me. And that's when I realized, oh my gosh, you make more money for that as well. So as it turns out, at that point, I was already pregnant and wouldn't have been able to go back to school for a whole nother school year, for a complete school year anyway. So good thing. And then, continuing on, 9 years in, 9 years ago, 14 years with that company. 9 years ago, 2014, Park Lane called, asked me if I wanted to take a look at the programs here. And because I qualified for a direct appoint program. Some of you may be part of that as well. And that's when, if you have direct sales experience and you have built a team and home party plan and all of that, you may qualify for a leadership position. I liked what I heard. Everything was higher, personal commission, team overrides, everything about it was amazing. I came here 9 years ago and have continued to build way bigger than I was ever in my first company. And of course, making way more than $600 a month, way more than $1,000 a month, and apparently on the world's longest maternity leave. Now, the reason I share this with you is that I knew I needed $600 a month in order to be considered successful, right? What we needed was for me to make $600 a month so that I could be a stay-at-home mom or a work-from-home mom, whatever you want to call it. And when I did that's how I knew this business works for me, because I had a dollar amount I needed and I was making it. So what is your dollar amount? It's important that you know what you want to earn so that you know if, in fact, you're meeting the goals and you're having the success that you came here for. So when we ask, what is it that you want to earn? Extra money is not going to cut it, because extra money is too vague. We want to know, to help you be successful, how much extra money? Is it $500 a month or $600 a month, like it was for me, that will enable you to pay down that credit card, to pay off a student loan, to send your son to the expensive baseball camp, or your daughter to gymnastics, cheerleading, softball, volleyball? These are all expensive things kids like to do, right? Especially with like summer approaching and stuff. Is there a home improvement? Are you trying to retire early? Are you needing new furniture for your living room or your backyard? The reason I can come up with so many of these things so quickly is that I'm naming to you right now things that our current team members have done: paid off credit cards, student loans, gone on vacations that they wouldn't have gone on. Not even the Park Lane necessarily vacations, paid for vacations for their family that they wanted to do. These are all things that current team members are doing. What is it that you want to do? If you feel comfortable, I'd love to see it in the comments. But it's really important that you message your leader, your recruiter, what it is that you want, so that we can have that same conversation, right? What is it that you want? And how many shows is that going to take? That's why I'm going to share my screen another time here. That's why we want to have this conversation with you. So if we go over to our Team Shine On group, in the Team Shine On group, you're going to see all kinds of helpful reminders, trainings. Here in the guides is where you're going to find a lot of the things to help you get started. This right here, guide 1, is everything you need when you're new, everyone. So what do you say during a party? Here's the party script outline of the words you're literally going to say. How do you ask people to book a party? There are cut and paste ideas for you right here. Again, more word choices for inviting, more word choices for making contacts. If you haven't chosen your kit or have never chosen Rich Rewards, here's a video with some suggestions. Here's what I referenced earlier, how to explain the sale, right? When you're ready to start making carts and checking people out, doing actual orders, videos for you here. So you know how, you end up going to like Netflix and just kind of binge watching things. We are going to put that on pause for now, and you're going to binge train yourself right here in the guides so that you can make some great money here with your new business. Okay. So, but here's what I also want to show you here in the files section. Right here, this file is the Team Shine On Success Plan. This was attached to the email that you received from me when you joined. Okay, I'm going to share this tab instead. So, the success plan for stylists. This is a phone appointment that you should be having with your recruiter or your leader or both on a little 3-way call where we're going to go through for you the things that are going to help you be successful right out of the gate. So I would love for you to either pull this up in the files or pull it up from the welcome email that you received from me shortly after you joined. And we're going to go over all of these things so that we make sure that you know everything you need to know, that you have the information that you need, and that we are getting you off in a supported, strong start to your business. So thank you so much for joining the new stylist orientation. I hope that you found this super helpful. And if you have any additional questions, of course, put them here in the comments. We will circle back and get those answered for you. And please mark in your calendar, Tuesday afternoons at noon Eastern, Lunch and Learn every week. Replay is available if that's not a time slot that you're able to make work. Every single Tuesday night is the new stylist orientation right here. Every single Monday night, free jewelry call. There are other things we do in addition. Thursdays, I do recognition. I do all kinds of fun raffles. So you are in the right place. We can help you achieve what it is that you want as long as you tell us and then you take our advice. So have a great rest of your evening. Welcome to the team, and we look forward to working with you. Bye, everyone.